Pareto Analysis. This is a concept and a technique associated with the so-called 80-20 rule. So here we have a definition of what is a Pareto diagram and what is the so-called Pareto analysis. So Pareto diagram or Pareto chart is a bar chart that reorders the categories of issues so they can be rank ordered from the largest to the smallest. In process analysis, this is very helpful in order to identify what are the most frequently occurring problems or defects, or for separating what is known as the vital few versus the trivial many. So in the 80-20 rule, the logic is that if we identify the 20% of the problems that contribute to 80% of the issues in the process output, if we identify the causes and we find the root causes and we eliminate them, then 80% of the issues in the outputs are going to vanish. That's why it is very powerful in order to prioritize inputs and outputs. And that's why we have critical inputs, the uppercase X's, and critical outputs, the uppercase Y's. In the figures, you can see that in one example, we have a Pareto chart of late arrivals by a reported cause. So let's say this is associated with people arriving late at work. So if you take a look at the bars, you can see, for example, that traffic is the the largest contributor to the issue. And this is followed by childcare and other issues. So in a nutshell, if we can, let's say, identify the root causes that create the first two problems, and we eliminate the root causes, then 80% of the late arrivals are going to disappear, and they're not going to be any issue in the future. So on the other image, we can see the correlation between what we call the vital few, the 20% of the causes, the critical inputs, versus the useful many that correspond to the 80% of the excess. So what is a Pareto chart? It is a graphical tool to map and grade business process problems from the most frequently occurring to the least frequently occurring. This helps to identify what are the most frequently occurring problems or separate the vital few from the trivial many. Now, the concepts of the 80-20 rule was introduced by Vilfredo Pareto. He was an economist in Italy a couple of centuries ago, and this gentleman determined that 80% of the Italy's wealth was owned by 20% of the population. Now, if we transpire the 80-20 rule in terms of efforts versus results, we see that 20% of the efforts contributes to 80% of the results. So, in the same logic, if we identify the vital few causes, the vital few X's that creates 80% of the problems in the process outputs. And if we identify the root causes, creating these 20% X's as causes, and we eliminate them, then 80% of the issues that we have in the process output are going to vanish. So looking at this tool, the Pareto chart, it is a combination of a bar chart and a line chart. The bar chart indicates the frequency of occurrence of defects, and the line graph indicates the cumulative data percentage in descending order. So if we take a look at the two axes, the X and the Y, we can see that on the X-axis, we have the categories of causes of issues, and on the vertical axis, we have the measure of interest, and this corresponds to the frequency of occurrence of each of these categories. So, speaking about the 80-20 rule, on the right-hand side, you can see that the axis represents what is known as cumulative frequency percentage. So, if we go up to the 80% and we draw a horizontal line towards the left, this crosses the so-called cumulative line at a certain point. And if from that point we go vertically down, we see that we capture the first two categories. This means that these first two categories contribute to 80% of the problem. So if we find the root causes and we eliminate them, then 80% of the problem is going to vanish. So let's talk about using a Pareto chart. It is a bar chart that arranges the bars, counts, or frequency of occurrence from largest to smallest, from left to right. And the categories or factors are symbolized by the bigger bars on the left, and these are the more important than the ones towards the right. So, when we want to make the contrasting between the vital few and the trivial many, by ordering the bars from the largest to the smallest, a Pareto chart helps you visualize which factors comprise the 20% that are the most critical, and these are what we call the vital few, and which factors comprise the 80%, and these are what we call the trivial many. So when should we use this tool? We can use it anytime that you have data that are broken down into categories, and you can count how often each of these categories occurs. And you can use it when you analyze the frequency of root causes and you want to focus on the most significant contributors, and these are the vital few, representing the 20%, and you want to understand broad cause by looking at the component pieces. So, in a nutshell, using this tool is a very effective way in order to share a lot of information fairly quickly. And this can help enormously in identifying and allocating resources in order to deal with the vital few causes. Well, so let's talk about how to construct a Pareto chart. The primary purpose of this tool is to identify what are the most frequent sources of defects or errors that can be counted and categorized. So regarding the steps and the sequence of steps to create a Pareto chart, these are as follows. First, we have to determine the categories that you wish to monitor or impact the business. We want to establish a measurement system and use to monitor and use the same measure for all contributors. We have to establish a timeline that data covers for the Pareto for all the categories illustrated on the chart. We collect data for all categories in columns, categories, and finally we draw the Pareto chart. We draw a bar graph with the categories. Finally, we reorder the categories in a descending order from left to right, from the largest to the smallest categories. We calculate the cumulative percentage of each category in descending order, and we draw another vertical axis on the right side of the graph. This is what we call the cumulative percentage axis. We plot the cumulative percentage of each category on the x-axis, and we join all points from the curve. Last but not least, we analyze the graph. We identify the top 80% on the y-axis.